5 Nutrition's Exalt is comprised of 3 performance blends. We put these blends together, we thought about hydration, mental focus, a pump. First of all, with hydration, we looked at the electrolytes. We want to make sure we have potassium, Himalayan sea salt, magnesium in this side of the formula. We looked at mental focus, we wanted to add things like neural factor and alpha GPC. We looked at the pump, we wanted to add things, of course, like Hydromax and Atrostogen. All of these things combined is what I look for in a premium performance pre-workout supplement. These things combined will allow me to enhance my workout and make sure I'm getting a good training session after training session.
Welcome everyone to the Female Bodybuilding channel. And we're joined by JB as always. And JB, introduce our guest.
We have now live here on tape, Natalie EDMONDSON from the UK. Thank you very much for coming in.
Okay.
So, Female Bodybuilding channel is not only about who is competing at the Miss Olympia or who the next women's physique superstar is. It's about girls who like to lift and girls who like to get big and girls who likes to be in the gym. And that's, I saw Natalie, we had a tour with Brandon Curry. I think it was this February, correct?
February,
Natalie?
Yeah, February.
And you showed up with Emma, I think, Emma, you know Emma?
No, I actually came alone. But,
you came
I
alone?
her. Yeah, I saw her. That's the first time I saw her, so I just thought I'd try to talk to her.
And JB, she was in the audience with her hoodie on, the Kai Green hoodie, eating her Tupperware food and looking like a bodybuilder. And we've followed you on Instagram and we've seen your gains. And can you introduce yourself to the people? Who are you? How old are you? And what made you fall in love with bodybuilding?
So I'm Natalie EDMONDSON. I'm 25 years old. And I started bodybuilding in 2015. And what actually got me into bodybuilding was...
One second. Can you speak a little bit louder?
Yeah, what got me into bodybuilding was actually being anorexic. I was about 6 stones. That was like 2013 and 2014. When I actually started the gym in 2014, just to get myself sort of better from the anorexia. And then it was 2015 when I actually started bodybuilding.
Did you have any early inspiration? Was it the guys? Was it the female? Who inspired you in the beginning with bodybuilding?
To be honest, I think I was more I can't think of the word, but I was more inspired by the male bodybuilders, such as like, you know, Dorian Yates, Ronnie Coleman, those type of bodybuilders. I liked their sort of mentality and the sort of passion they showed for the training as well.
JB, you want to say something?
Later on.
Later on.
Yeah.
So when you first started to train and put on size from being anorectic, how did that make you feel? How did that make you feel? Your self-esteem and things like that?
Well, I wouldn't say, I think everyone struggles with confidence at some point in their life, but there was something about being at the gym that just puts me in a different like world. So I don't go in and think, oh, is that person looking at me, or how do I look, or I just like my mind just switches off and I just focus on what I'm actually doing. And even when I started, when I was in 2014, when I was still getting better from anorexia, sometimes I did notice like people looking over at me, but it never actually bothered me because I knew I was there for a reason. And I sort of just, I've always blocked out sort of other people and like people staring, because people are rude sometimes and people just stare at you. You don't have to be big, you could just be just a normal person and people just stare at you because some people are just rude. But it never bothered me and I just got on with it really.
So right now, I see you training. Well, first of all, can you train right now? Because in UK, I just came from that place, and it's a completely crazy. Can you train right now?
Yeah, because there's like we're doing these like tier systems. So certain parts of the UK are in certain higher tiers, and some other parts of the UK aren't. So at the moment, yeah.
So what's your, because may I ask how tall are you and how much around do you weigh? You mind telling us?
Now,
Or
what I currently weigh?
can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you want?
Yeah. So
Do you mean like currently?
Yeah. Well, not what's your most, yeah, what's your current weight and how tall are you?
Yeah. I'm 5'5" and I'm currently 86 kilogram.
So you one of the bigger, because there's not so many female bodybuilders at all in the UK, really. No. How is the feedback? We know how the guys give you the feedback. We've seen it on your Instagram. They really love it. But how is the girls? What's their feedback when they see you in the gym, pushing heavy weights, focusing, eating your food, eating your meals? How are the other UK girls treating you?
Quite honestly, I stick to myself, so I don't really know. I don't know what they think. The only sort of feedback I get type of thing from people is like on social media. Because when I'm out and about, I just like when I'm training, I've just got my headphones and I'm just focusing on training. So I think most people take the hint that I better not approach her because she's like busy or something. So, but yeah, I don't know really. I don't really focus on what other people think about me, to be honest.
Good. Walk us through a regular week for you. With how do you schedule your training?
So I tend to train usually in the afternoon, and I'll do like my morning cardio, just like a walk, nothing like intense, just to like get the day started and for like routine stuff. So I do that first thing in the morning, and I'll start prepping my meals, and then I'll do some like studying and things like that, and then in the afternoon I'll train, and then afterwards I'll just relax after that.
Because I know I've talked to you before. You right now you are a bodybuilder, but you're not a competitor bodybuilder yet. How many calories around are you at each day? Would you think around?
Well, at the moment I have a different diet for different days. So on rest days I'll still be in a surplus, but it'll just be only very slightly. But on my high days I'll be on about going up for about 5,000 calories.
Wow, 5,000 calories.
Almost, yeah. I'm just like building it up gradually. So off the top of my head, it's around 4.5 at the minute.
Is this something you have done yourself, or do you have a coach?
At the moment, the diets wise, I'm doing myself. But Derek Clark at Gemini Fitness Gym, I'm sort of like giving feedback and getting his feedback from things as well, just to tweak things that need to be like tweaked to like continue progression.
And Derek Clark, that's a brilliant man from what was it? What's the gym called again?
Gemini Fitness.
And he has this unique potential for people. He's doing a lot for kids, well, for people in general, really. He's a man that I respect a lot, and he does everything for. Tell us a little bit about Derek Clark, please.
Well, I've only met him this year. He does like the charity event for like the UK Unique Potential. Obviously he's running the Gemini Fitness Gym as well, and yeah, that's as much as I know at the minute.
Okay, before we go into this current women bodybuilding season, tell us what's your favorite body part to train, and what's your strongest lifts?
My strongest body part, based on what everybody says, I'll probably say it's my back, because that's the first thing that people always comment on. So I'd probably say my back is the strongest body part as in developed. In terms of like strength, It really depends, because it depends what type of exercise I'm doing as well, because some people could consider me being a strong like presser. So I'd probably say chest is reasonably strong muscle group on me.
And how do you develop your back for you? Can you walk us through a normal back day? This is just for girls or people in general who wants to build a back. What do you do for your back?
Well, I always like to at least have at least one compound movement in all of my sessions. I always like to have some kind of compound in, because I feel like sometimes compounds are a bit intimidating as well. And I feel like you should kind of challenge yourself and be a bit scared before you train, but in like a good way. Because I think you need that kind of mental stimulation as well. And I think it strengthens your mind to push through all other different exercises as well. So for back, I'll typically do, sometimes it changes depending how I'm feeling or how I'm looking and progressing on a certain exercise. Some exercises might start causing certain like niggles in joints, so I might just like rotate them out completely and come back to them later. So for now, I'll do like a close grip seated row. I'll do a neutral grip lat pull down, and I'll do some kind of compound like either a dumbbell row or a barbell row. And then I'll do, what else is there?
It probably changes, but that's probably the foundation there. Huh? And how old you were again? 20?
25.
25. Yeah. So when women's bodybuilding in the UK, it's kind of dead. We're trying to see if there's something. We got Toxie, you know, Toxie just won her pro card.
Yeah.
We have the great Wendy. What's her last name again, JB? Wendy?
I think it's McCready.
McCready. And help me out. Is there anyone else Lisa Cross?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that's active?
In women's bodybuilding.
Yeah, not women's physique. We talk about bodybuilding here. Is there any other girls?
Off top of my head, I can't think. But I'm sure there's some that want to get to that. But I think a lot of women typically like to go for figure and bikini and things like that.
And that's just people like what they like. But are you trying to become a pro? Are you going to do some amateur shows in 2021, Natalie, or no?
Well, I definitely want to compete, and the goal will be a pro card eventually as well. But as for competing yet, because of everything that's going on in the world right now, it kind of depends how the start of next year goes. Because it'll be like my first ever prep, I obviously want to be able to access all the equipment that I need as well. So I'm kind of just playing it by ear at the moment to see how like all this kind of stuff goes on with like closures and things.
Did you see the Miss Olympia contest?
Yes, I did.
Give us your 3 top physiques that you enjoy. Doesn't matter who won or who placed high. Who's your top 3 personal favorite in that show?
Well, I think all of them look amazing, and there's a reason why they're up on that stage in the first place. So all respect to all of them. For me, in terms of like where I'd like to be as well, Andrea Shaw, I really admire. There's Hele Trevino.
One second. Why do and why? We want to know why. Why do you admire Andrea Shaw?
Firstly, I think she's friendly, and I think she's a classy woman as well. I think she's got a good athlete's kind of like attitude as well. I think she respects other athletes as well, which I think is important in bodybuilding as well. And I think she has like a very, very, very good quality physique as well.
Okay, and the other physique you enjoy?
Margie.
Via, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like about her?
Her shape, I think she's got her legs, her quads are very, very good, very well developed. And I like her shape. She has a nice small waist, wide shoulders, good condition as well. Yeah, same reasons for Andrea, really.
And who's the third girl that you have your extra eye on? And one thing, look at JB smiling over there. It's like he's in heaven over there. But JB,
Not yet.
are you okay, JB?
I'm right. I'm fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Who's the third athlete you enjoy? Well, you enjoy all of them, of course, but who's the third athlete that you
Well,
give this?
The top four, actually, that was in the Miss Olympia. I like all four of them.
Helle Trevino, and it was
May Lash, I think she's called.
Monique.
No, who was fourth again, JB?
Monique, no.
Monique Jones.
Yeah.
No, Monique. I'm sure it wasn't Monique. I think she was sixth, weren't she, or fifth?
No.
JB, don't we even know there? It was I.
You watch
Come
it all.
on.
Ah.
JB.
May Lash, I think she's called.
Mela. Yeah.
Mela.
Mela.
Yeah.
Well, that's her Instagram name. That's why I got her. Yeah.
True. So, when you saw the girls up there and you saw they were getting the applause, like there was no, they look like men, or the show wasn't less prestigious. It was just like a normal class. Actually, it was even more prestigious if you ask me, but it was treated as any class. Meaning women's bodybuilding now, it's well, it's never going to be mainstream, but it's as mainstream as we can get in the pro league, if you know what I mean. It's a good time for women's bodybuilding, correct?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. We're not JB. Are we excited to see the progress of Natalie, or what?
Yeah, I'm following every day. So yeah, I'm very excited to see the progress, and I want to see her on stage in 2021.
But because
Nice.
you followed the sport a long time, JB. You see it since 1990 something. And what do you see in her, Natalie? Because you see in a lot of the girls coming up from they were kids like Natalie, well, young women to older women. What do you see potential in Natalie, JB?
First of all, you, Natalie, I see your determination. You do the sport every day, as I can follow on Instagram, not personally. And I see you have the. I think you have the genetics to do it well in the women's bodybuilding class, and it will be good. So I'm very positive to see you on stage and your results. And I would, as you, I would not be afraid to do the preparation and to shut down. I think, you have the potential to do it very well. So
I just saw you, Natalie. When I saw you, I just like your aura. You were a tiny girl next to me, but you were. I just love your aura. I don't know you that well, but when you see you, you just wanna. What can I say? You want the best things for you, you know. So we hope you do it safely. You know, because women's.
Yeah.
We as men, we can't give you that advice, but we hope you find maybe some female mentors, maybe some CU that can help you into this and do it safely. We're not saying you do it unsafely now. We're just saying we want to see you a long career and safely, but most important, this is to show people who you are. And some people reach out to her, especially some of the girls, give her some tips. All the guys out there, I'm sure she has all your support anyway. So we need some of the girls to give you some extra tips so you can do it longevity, you know, because women's bodybuilding is all about longevity. And I hope you guys enjoyed the little, what do we call it, JB? Star profile with Natalie?
yeah, star profile. Yeah.
Star profile. Anything you want to say, Natalie, before we go?
Just thank you for having me, and just for everyone watching it, you know, just stay positive and be relentless with your own goals and dreams as well.
And we're not going to get you to post. We're going to wait till you're in contest condition for that. Where can people follow you, Natalie?
On my Instagram is the best.
Okay, JB, you want to say something before we go?
Just again, thank you very much, Natalie, for coming on. It was a pleasure for us. We'll keep following you, and I hope we can travel next year a lot. And we'll come over, and my cam will get you.
I hope there's a two bro shows in the UK with women's bodybuilding later. And I hope, even if you're not competing, I hope you're going to sit next to us and watch some big, I don't want to say the word, I love saying freaks, but you don't like when I say it, but I want to see some big muscle in the UK, and hopefully you'll sit beside us and watch it if you're not competing yourself, Natalie, okay? Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you very much.
So what does it feel like training on 015 Nutrition's expansion? It feels like that extra expansion, definitely. You get that extra pump in the muscles, that extra blood flow, and that mind-muscle connection as you get that pump. Just feeling those muscles get full and full and full. It's definitely something that you like to experience.